On the floor for the visiting Boston Celtics. At shooting guard, Derek White. At center, Al Horford. At the other guard position, Marcus Smart. At small forward, Jaylen Brown. At the other forward position, Jason Tatum. At guard, 6'3", number 1, Reggie Jackson. Starter at power forward, standing 6'8", number 8, Marcus Morris Sr. At center, 7 foot, number 40, Ivica Zubac. At guard, 6'8", number 13, Paul George. At forward, 6'7", number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard was recognized as one of the NBA's 75 greatest. Coach Ty Lue says to go from being a 15th pick to that means a lot. It's a tribute to his hard work and dedication. And Leonard credits that work ethic to his dad. He says, "I try to play as hard as I can each night. That's what my father wanted me to do." Kevin?
What a worker Kawhi is. Terrific player. And a great story, David. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now here's Leonard. Morris with a screen on Brown. Here's Leonard. Left side Jackson. There's the triple. That one, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Now Jackson. After the missed 3 from Derek White. Here's George. Buried from 15 feet out.
Well, this is a specialty of Paul George. Mid-range game, yes, that's in the arsenal.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Out to White for 3. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Zubac. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Fires it up. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
It as if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the finals.
And the first one at the line is good.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum, an incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
Good on both. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focused and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
They throw good, Paul George.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Now here's White. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Zubats. Leonard against White. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Pass to Morris. Now here is George. A three from Leonard. Horford with the rebound. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
And here's George. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Can't hit from the elbow.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Smart misses. Last outing for the Clippers. They won that game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Now here's White. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the rejection by Zubats. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Morris. There's Jackson with the three. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot, the rise and fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
And White kicks to Tatum. Shoots over Zubats. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Tatum's got 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
White the pass to Tatum. From outside, off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Shoots the three. Oh, good on that one. Austin's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Brown against Leonard. Brown the pass to Tatum. Tatum with another miss. LA's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The pass to George. George double team and stolen by Tatum. And here comes White leading the fast break. Outside Tatum. But Trey drills the three-pointer. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Jackson passes to George. Morris outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Passes it to Smart. Outside Tatum. Driving to the basket. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Zubac's a screen on White. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. This is to George. Morris with the screen for Jackson. Out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The 3 from Tatum. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Let me hear you get loud.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Ogden's checked in. And here's Jackson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight. I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Zubac finds Jackson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Brown inside. Leonard's there. Launches a three. They get it back. The second effort. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Clippers. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And right now for the Clippers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Just 3 to shoot to end the run.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Well, the mid-range is something Jaylen Brown entered the NBA with. He looks very comfortable in that spot.
And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
And the Clippers call time here.
Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for Leonard. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. The Celtics also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. Grant Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. It's Powell on the wing. Morris with the screen for Powell.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
2 shots.
Shooting 2. No good on that one. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Here's Pritchard. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Brogdon. The kick out to Brown. Williams a screen on Powell. And the shot goes in.
Jaylen Brown.
Brown's got his second basket of the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Wall looking for an opening. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
You have to be aware of where John Wall is, because at this point he's built his game to be a 3-level scorer. The mid-range is pure.
Now here's Griffin. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Batum against Griffin. Here's Pritchard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Wall up top. He's covered by Brown. Here's Batum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Nicholas Batum. Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused Nick.
Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. Both free throws good from Batum.
One of the things I admire most about Nick Batum is how consistently he gives effort through 48 minutes. Plays with his head in the game and giving his all-out effort every play.
Brown outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Batum a screen on Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Now, Norman Powell knows his role, and that is to be aggressive on the offensive end. Great job drawing contact.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Take a break.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
He doesn't get the second one. Endorse this Celtics team. Very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Here's Pritchard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Brown. From past the arc. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Batum dishes the Wall. 26 seconds left in the first. Back to Batum. Just 4 to shoot. Batum sets a screen for Powell.
You give this guy an opportunity, and Norman Powell doesn't need a lot of encouragement. The defense a little late there, so he'll go to the charity stripe.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And so Powell nails both of them. Now here's Brown. He has 7. Williams, a screen on Powell.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident stroking it from deep.
A performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Brogdon on the wing. He's joined by Brown. Horford is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Smart in at the 1. George against Brogdon. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this is how Al Horford gets it done as a rim protector. His anticipation and his positioning are exceptional.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
That free throw good from Brown.
Boy, guys, what extraordinary growth from Jaylen Brown over the course of his young career. Tighter handle, consistency from deep. This guy is serious about his craft, and it's paying dividends.
And Brown drops them both. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Jackson is checked in for the Clippers. Zubats, a screen on Smart. Jackson kicks to Zubats. And the rejection by Tatum.
Probably the most underrated aspect of Jason Tatum's game is his defense. Size, length, strength, you name it, sends that one back.
And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. That free throw, no good. Of course, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And again, unable to change momentum here.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Brogdon the pass to Brown. Horford with a screen on Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smart. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Morris with a screen on Brogdon. Here's George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Brown outside. Outside, Horford. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Zubac. Kicks to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. To the inside. Plays it up and banks it in. 10 points for Paul George.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
I've been looking around. Tatum down low. Covered by Morris.
Jason Tatum.
Clippers trail by 9. And the Clippers call time here. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community?
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Derek White checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And how about we check the numbers for Jason Tatum? On defense, Boston only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Leonard's got 5 now.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Zubac against Horford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
First one falls for him.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Now that's about amazing quickness. How about Marcus Smart's ability to beat everybody up the floor with that burst?
Jackson passes to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside, Horford. And the pass to Tatum. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side, Jackson launches it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, over the years, Reggie Jackson's improvement as a range shooter has really unlocked his game.
Outside, Tatum. White, left side. Leonard with the steal. Over Brown. And it's Leonard missing. Celtics leading by 4. Smart deciding where to go with it. Back to White. Tatum passes to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Zubac a screen on White. The 3 from George. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Leonard against Brown. Horford with the screen on Leonard. Brown the pass to Horford. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Leonard. Morris outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Horford with the screen on Morris. The 3 from Tatum. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard kicks to George. On the wing, Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Boston, no good that time either.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Zubac. Then for the Celtics, Griffin's checked in for Horford. Grant Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Leonard kicks to Kennard. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first.
All right, everyone, here they are, your Clippers Breakers.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Boston. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've come through for their fans this season. All the optimism surrounding them, all the high hopes, all proved to be legit.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Tatum against George. To stop the run. Passes it to Pritchard. Kennard against White. Yep, that one goes. White's got 5 points so far.
That's all about determination from Derek White. Doesn't let the contact deter him.
George against Tatum. Baseline try. And he overshot that one, missing. Celtics trail by 4. Griffin passes to Tatum. Takes the 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Tatum's got 28.
Each season, Jason Tatum has added something to his offensive arsenal, and right now he's putting everything to exceptional use.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Leonard sets a screen for George. Again, Los Angeles.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Kennard against White. The 3 from Tatum. It's good from long range. Tatum's got 31.
Yeah, and he made 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, and he just continued to pour them on here in the second.
Batum dishes the wall. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard with a screen on Tatum. George, no good. Boston trailing. Over in the corner, White.
2 minutes.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
2 minutes.
That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Norman Powell comes in for George.
Third team foul. Substitution for your Clippers. Robert Covington. Norman Powell.
Williams passes to Pritchard. Tatum against Kennard. Williams a screen on Kennard. 3 on the clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Second free throw, no good.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Kennard finds Wall. 1:36 left now here in the second. Covington's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here's Tatum for three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum's got his fourth rebound in this one. Outside, Wall. Pass to Powell. A three ball. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 5 points now in the quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Batum, the screen. And here's Wall outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. White dishes to Williams. Back to White. Shoots over Powell. No good off the back of the rim. For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to the Golden State Warriors.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's White. Off target from outside. From deep three-point range. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. We make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
They have to love how the upcoming schedule is looking. This is a team that simply takes care of business when they're at home. They take pride in who they're playing, and they just love the fans.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
Might need to get their umbrellas out for the third quarter. It's been raining threes on them.
Yeah, and if they don't start closing out, it's going to be a monsoon. We're talking flood warnings.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Tatum, that's for two. Horford, and finished off by Horford.
You do not want to give up passing lanes off the screen. How about Jason Tatum with a decisive look there?
Jackson passes to Zubats. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. The pass to George. Wants to get it to Zubats, and does.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston.
Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
George looking over the floor. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range. George has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. And doors with Tatum and Brown. If they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Brown.
Oh! Wow. We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Clippers trail by 3. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. George double teamed. Morris kicks to Jackson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard, no luck.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And here's Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside Leonard. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. George against White. Rebounded by Smart.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
One area Jason Tatum has worked to minimize the use of is the mid-range. But sometimes, like right there, you've got to go to it.
It's George on the wing. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, what a score right there. Jaylen Brown able to absorb the hit, still make the shot. This guy is a big-time talent.
And here's George for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers. White finds Brown. Outside Tatum. That 3 off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Leonard. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Horford with the screen on Morris. And here's Brown outside. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Jackson misses. Boston leading by 4. Now Smart. 5 points in the game. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Horford against Leonard. Outside Jackson. Good on the triple. Jackson's got 9.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Mann's checked in for Leonard. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Celtics. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Malcolm Brogdon.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Outside Tatum. Deep. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight.
And that 50-40-90 club, man, it is small. And how about Malcolm Brogdon joined it back in 2019?
Well, consider the active players who have done it. It's Malcolm, as you just said, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry. I would say that's pretty good company. And if you look all time, the rest on the list are a bunch of Hall of Famers.
Up and in on the layup. Tatum's got 41.
That's a case where the reach of Jason Tatum comes into play. Understanding, let me go hit the offensive glass, and you get rewarded for it.
Jackson passes to Mann. Outside for Jackson. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Smart passes to Brown. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Right at the free throw line for 3, Brogdon. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon already has a 50-40-90, the ultimate efficient season under his belt, putting in work from the three-point line.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Brogdon, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Doors of an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened, where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
The first free throw is good, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Morris. Norman Powell's checked in for George. And John Wall's subbed in for Reggie Jackson. The Celtics also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Both shots good from the stripe. Boston leading by 4. Brown with it. 16 points for him. He kicks it to Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And he makes the first. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. And here's Wall. Outside for Batum. In the corner, Powell with it. 4 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Clock is at 3. The Clippers need to get off a shot from deep. Wall, no good on the shot. Celtics leading by 5. Brogdon outside. Outside Williams. The dish now to Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown. And it's good for 2. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, beautiful stroke from Jaylen Brown. Crucial moving forward that he shoot it well from the perimeter.
Brogdon against Powell. Kicks it to Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Wall. Williams with a clean look. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Covington a screen on Brogdon. Here's Powell. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 6th rebound on the night. The kick out to Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Wall, no luck. Boston leading by 10. Griffin passes to Brogdon. Feeds it to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And Kevin, he had a little opening to the bucket and took full advantage on that.
Greg, he didn't waste any time making up his mind. That was going to be a flush all the way. Outside, Wall. They need this one. And Griffin sends it back.
Boy, don't test Blake. Every move out there on the floor, he's anticipating and sending it back.
Now off the inbound. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from John Wall. The Celtics shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Passes it to Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Williams against Covington. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Powell, that's good.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Brogdon outside. Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
At the line for the Celtics.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Powell against Brogdon. Powell kicks to Kennard. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Brogdon the pass to Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clippers trail by 11. Outside, Wall. Powell against Brogdon. Powell kicks to Wall. Shot from the top of the key. Rebound, Boston. Brogdon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Brown outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 11. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 11. On the floor for Boston. Marcus Smart is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's White. Then it's Williams. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Pass to Smart. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Williams dishes to White. Brogdon outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position. Draws contact there.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines there's a level of focus and competitive spirit and most importantly productivity that you can really appreciate.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And he makes both free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Celtics leading by 6. Pass to White from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Leonard looking around. Down low. Here's George. Smart against Jackson. The 11-footer. Rebounded by Smart. Boston has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Tatum, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Tatum's got 43 points.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Here's George. And the rejection by Tatum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's George. George double teamed. 5 to shoot. Jackson from long range. Here's Zubac. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
The pass to Tatum. Outside, Smart. He dishes it to Horford. Outside Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Nice shot by Smart.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
Jackson against Smart. A 3 from Morris. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. White, good.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Clippers trail by 8. Outside Leonard. To the paint and stolen by Horford. Leonard against Tatum. Passes to Smart. Fires for 3 from outside the arc. And it's White missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The 3 from George. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. White the pass to Williams. The kick out to Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Zubac, a screen on White. George with the bucket.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Smart on the wing. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 9. And George kicks to Jackson. George with the screen on Smart. Here's Jackson. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
I love to see a guard who's willing to fight through contact and finish. Reggie Jackson does just that.
Smart passes to Horford. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in.
What's up?
Free throw dropped for Al Horford.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
The first one falls. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
And George drops them both.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Brown wide open. He fires. And another miss by Boston. Clippers trail by 8. Jackson passes to Zubac. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for your Clippers, Ivica Zubac. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 7. Here's White, and it's sent back by George.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
Outside Jackson, back to George, and George with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. White the pass to Horford. In the corner, Smart with it. Boston, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
George sets a screen for Jackson. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on White.
That's such poise from the crafty guard. Reggie Jackson skilled at finishing in tough coverage.
4th team foul. At the line for LA, Reggie Jackson at the strike. At the line for 1.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
The Celtics with the lead. Brown outside. And they double up Brown. Tatum, that's for 2. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And Smart over to help. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Here's Tatum. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Tatum's got 48. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Zubac. Outside, George. Morris with a screen on White. George with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from George. The Celtics have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Smart kicks to Horford. Outside, Tatum puts up a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Brown against Leonard. Out to Morris to take the lead. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Smart against Jackson. Tatum on the wing. Takes a three. And yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Zubac with the screen for George. The 11-footer, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Celtics have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Smart finds Brown. Outside, Tatum. Horford with the screen on Leonard. To the middle, just 5 on the clock. Horford no luck. The Clippers trail. Outside Leonard. Morris right side. The three-pointer no good. And here's Boston. Outside Smart. Brown right side. Back to Smart. Dishes it to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. And Smart with the basket on the assist by White. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead. Jackson looking around. And George kicks to Morris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Morris has got 19 points.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Tatum and slam dunk by Tatum.
Jason Tatum under duress. Big moment, no problem.
Here's George. Morris trying to free himself up. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on White. Brogdon, he's checked in for Boston.
And that's his fourth personal. Team is in the penalty. At the line for LA, Paul George. Shooting 1.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Celtics shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Now a timeout called by Boston.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
It's now time to get it set. Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers.
Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. He really got after them in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Brown finds White, and here is Brogdon.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
A 3 from George. And they recover it. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac. Great game for him, double-double now. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Outside Tatum. Shoots over Zubac. Boston again missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. The shot by George, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Outside Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Well, Tatum does look ready, prepared to do what he does best in the clutch. Get buckets.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
Well, we know Jason Tatum is fearless. The pressure moments have never rattled this young man. Here's another one.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
White against George. Zubac with the screen for George. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Tatum passes the ball. Inside, here's White. The kick out to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the three-point shot.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 1. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Coming onto the court is your Clippers.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes!
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 26 seconds left in the game. Three seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Tatum against Zubac. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
Now, here is George. Zubac, a screen on White.
Coming coming off a big game. His confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on the edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. Shots weren't falling for you early, so what got you going?
I think, honestly, just getting into a rhythm. I just found a rhythm. I was able to see the ball go down. Some free throws helped. But honestly, just seeing the ball go through. First time, that's all it took.
That is all it takes for the great ones, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Paul George.